Welcome to dtc-mtv Product Review.
Hi DTCers, are you there? Are you in there? Yes, I see you.
With your host,
from the Busby Empire
and magician for hire,
spanning the globe,
DTC's very own.
I've been hopping on water.
Guy Portlock.
The old DTCers, lovely to see you. Just been hanging with the crew down at the docks, checking out the fishing tackle and the nets and pulling up the masts and all that sort of thing. It's lovely to see everyone all around the globe, the hardcore crew of the DTC-mtv, respecting everything that is possible in this world. I've been watching, just to cut through the this week, something I'm quite interested in, because I'm often asked, after I've done some mix and mingle stuff around tables or drinks or whatever, is can you do something for everyone at the end? Now I have a few favourites that I use. So when I saw this, I thought, actually, this might be something I can add to that. It is Bill Abbott presents Redonkulous by Anthony Lindan. And basically it's a newspaper test where you get someone before the show, to more on that in a moment, to look at a big broad sheet of paper, front and back of a sheet, and to choose a word. Then later on stage or in front of a big audience, whatever, you have you get this bit of paper and you tear it. People can choose which one they want, and there's no equivoque here. Say which one do you want, throw that one away, then rip it again, and really there is no magician's choice there. Literally you get down to a small bit of paper with some words on. You then get someone up from the audience and you get them to close their eyes and point to a word. They look at that word. The person then reveals the word that they looked at 3 hours previous, and it matches perfectly. It's that strong, and it really is a strong bit of magic. And I like the plot. I like everything about it. The DVD itself, I think, is the kind of DVD that I really like, because it's got everything that I kind of want to see as someone wanting to learn this routine. It's got performances. It's got two live performances. It's got brilliant, thorough explanation, which I think is spot on, from the moment of what things you need, which aren't, there's not a lot of things you need for this. A quick trip to Staples or Walmart, you'll have the things. It's not like you have to go to some craft store in the middle of nowhere and pick out size 19 fish hooks that you'll never find anywhere. This is simple stuff. So the setup to the pre-show work. Now this is what I wanted to get onto. Some people seem to be worried about this pre-show business and think, oh God, we've got to do some pre-show. But when you're going to a corporate do or a big private party, you're always in contact with somebody for the booking or whatever else. You can ask them to come and say, look, I want to do something for the audience with a bit of in participation from you. And so before the gig, can we meet for 5 minutes or 1 minute? It won't take long. Just to have something so you've got an input in it, and it makes it even stronger. And all you have to do is literally, they look at a broadsheet paper, just front and back, they choose the word, they write it down on a bit of paper, you put it in the envelope, you seal the envelope, you get the paper, the envelope, and they keep hold of it. That's the pre-show done. It's a cinch, really. It's not difficult at all. And I don't think you should get nervous about doing that, because I mean, this is, there's just as much nerves going up and showing someone a card trick, I would have thought. So I think that pre-show work for this is, is quite basic. The lovely thing about this DVD though is not only does he talk about the pre-show work beforehand, but then you see him live at the gig doing this pre-show talk with somebody, and then when they're gone, you see him just doing the little pre-show setup that he's doing. And so it makes it so clear, and it's lovely to see that. Rather than just talking about it, we actually see it. I think that's a really strong point in this DVD. So, everything is dealt with really thoroughly. And the nice thing is, he's been doing this for years, and all the things he's learned over the years, he piles into the DVD. So, you've got that experience behind you when you actually go out and do it yourself. In itself, is not a particularly difficult routine to do. There's no heavy sleights or anything like this. It's just well planned out, and sometimes I think somebody's I can't be bothered with it. there's some other things I can do. But I think those people who can be bothered doing it, and I still don't think there's take a lot longer to learn a hard, slight, heavy card trick or coin routine than it would this, and this will get great reviews, great reactions from the audience. So I doff my cap off to the whole DVD, Anthony and Bill Abbott, and how they put this out, because I think for the serious worker who wants to learn this, it's such a great DVD to learn from. There's special tips and this and that and everything else, and as I said, it's also I like the idea of having a performance at the start where you don't know all the information, and then a performance at the end where then you can appreciate it a bit more. So for the serious worker who wants a good, strong routine, I'm going to, just before I give him a mark, there's one other thing that I did when I saw this and he showed that a part of it near the end. I thought, oh goodness, really? Is that, I'd be a bit worried about that moment, but he's done it time and time and time and time again, and he said it's never been a problem. So I think you've got to just take him on his word. So fine, great. If it's never been an issue, then brilliant, I'll do it. He said he's only ever gone wrong once, and that was when someone forgot the word that they chose at the start. But there's a way out of that, so that's not an issue. So I'm going to give it, for the serious worker, 4.4 stars. I think it's a really good routine. I don't think it's going to take a great deal of effort. You just need to get it all set in your mind. Good crowd management, as in that you're happy to stand in front of a lot of people. And if you're used to doing that, then that's not an issue. I think it's great. I don't really think it's so much for the hobbyist, although, as I said, you could still do this. I just think there's a lot of other things that, you might want that are a lot easier or quicker to do than this. And, that's my thoughts, basically, on Redonkulous. In it. Alright, team. Enjoy. All the best. Until next time. Diddly do. Chopper. An idiot who's going to want to make things go wrong, and as he said, he's rarely, and I think it's only ever one troublesome moment where someone forgot the word, but there's a way out of that, and he talks about ways out of it and things like this. So I personally think this is for the serious magician who's going to want to invest in a bit of time. And I say invest a bit of time. You don't have to, sometimes you have to go to these craft shops and make cool stuff. It's not, you just need a few envelopes and sort that. That's not a problem. And really, I think you can get going quite quickly on this. There's one little moment in it, near the end of the performance, where I think, ooh, that really, does that look fair? But as he says, he's never had a problem with anyone with this particular moment that I'm talking about. I can't go into it. And like he says, when someone's up on stage, they're at your beck and call. It's, they're nervous, they're up there, and he's never had a problem with it. So I got to take him for his word for that, and think, well, no, it will be absolutely fine. You just got to go for it, because if you do and you invest some time, you've got a great routine here. So I think for the worker, for the serious worker, I'm going to give the whole DVD 4.3. I think it's a great routine. I think it's really well showcased in this DVD. It's clear, it's to the point, every last thing has been covered. I love being live in the old pre-show bit and behind the curtain just before he's going out, that sort of thing. I think it's great. I'm not going to give it such a strong mark for the hobbyist, because I really think this is more for the working professional, only because I think if you're going to invest in this, you really want a knockout sort of thing for a paying public. If you do want a very strong routine and you're happy to perform this to friends and stuff, then, as I said, it's not particularly difficult. It just takes some getting out there and doing it. So I'm going to give it 3.5 for the hobbyist. That is my thoughts on Redonkulous. I like it. All the best.
Thank you for watching DTC-MTV Product Review.